Okay, I'll just take in there. You talked about social media, Instagram, for instance, and said, you rule your own world. And I'll come to MI. Emma, you celebrate every milestone on Instagram followership you get. And when it comes to short attention span, there seems to be an opportunity for people like you that have huge followership, okay? Where we see now corporate brands actually leverage you to talk to the young people because they feel that you can actually grab their attention, a bit more. Now, I just want you to talk about that because at the end of the day, you represent yourself in many capacities as the rapper, as the chairman of the president of the company, but also you're this guy that is also an ambassador for various brands, So in terms of that, do you see this channel as something that actually hits the bullseye in terms of communicating to young people because of the, short attention span, so they're using people like you as a vehicle to communicate to them?
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I think Leslie hit it on the head. I think it's demand and supply. Anybody that's taken economics knows that when there's surplus demand, the price will drop, right? And that's what's happening now, that there's so much content out there, there's so much information. Young people can make up their minds very quickly about what they're not interested in anymore. They don't have to pay attention. Which brings it to the point you're making, which as somebody that's in the music business, I've been preaching, whenever I have the chance. I say that entertainment is the new advertising. The reason why I say so is that if I ask people here to remember the billboards that are in Lagos, so I'm a Glo ambassador, I know that I could say, where did you see a Glo billboard? You'd probably be able to pinpoint one or two places where you say, I'm sure there's a Glo billboard here, here, here. If I asked you what was on the billboard, what exact product is it advertising? Or even a billboard, Glo has hundreds of products. Even a billboard that you think in your head, if I say, what's the tagline for the product? You see that it becomes harder and harder to remember because we're sort of dead to advertising anymore. But we know exactly the shoes that Kanye wore, exactly the car that Jay-Z drives, exactly the T-shirt Beyonce wore yesterday and what Rihanna and Ricardo TC and that's lifestyle and it's in entertainment. So for us as the music business, we firmly believe that the new way for you to advertise, if you don't want to waste your money, as putting billboards everywhere.
Sell your market.
Give MI the car, let him drive it, and tell his fans, this car is fantastic. And they will remember, and the communication will pass. Of course, there's a responsibility there for the entertainer then to have a platform that can communicate properly. But if it's done well, and if some of the brilliant minds that are in advertising come into the music business, come into movie making, come into fashion, and they really start to help develop these brands, that's the new way to communicate to young people. They really aren't paying attention to anything else.
Before I move to the PR and the strategist, I have just, Emma, you can wrap this up in 1 minute for this answer. Does that now put a huge burden on you, having to represent yourself in different capacities and represent the brand in different capacity? Does that now make it even more difficult for you? Because at the end of the day, if you do something that is not really you and your followers, and again, short attention span, they can sway left, right, and center.
Yeah.
So how do you manage something like that?
Well, me personally, I think that there's always you spoke about like a fork in the road, metaphorical fork in the road. There's two ways. Do you present a brand that brands would like, or do you go towards what your authentic self will be? And I think I have more of I don't know, there's media here, so I don't know what to say. But I think I keep my personal business out of I try as much as I can to keep my personal business out of press. And I think that brands may feel safer with someone like me. But the truth about it is that somebody, I'll use Rihanna as an example, or Kim Kardashian, somebody that lives out in the open might be doubly as effective because people may connect to their truth or the fact that they're very raw and they're very visceral, they're out there in the open. And which is why, again, I spoke about like having proper branding people, proper PR people. I've worked with Oma. Oma helped me right from the beginning of Chairman album all the way as we developed it stage by stage. And without her know-how, we wouldn't have been able to communicate as well. Everybody calls me Chairman now, and she's part of the reason why. And without her mind, I may not have been able to communicate it so well. Maybe some of the brands that connecting with me because of chairmanship would not have, would not have.
And that's what's good because I'm coming to you next now.